The journey toward Aliyah begins not with the moment you step off the plane at Ben Gurion Airport, but months or even years earlier, in the quiet corners of your home where you begin assembling the documentary proof of your Jewish identity and personal history. This process of gathering documents for the Jewish Agency represents the first concrete step in transforming the abstract dream of Israeli citizenship into bureaucratic reality. And for many, it becomes an unexpectedly profound exploration of family history and Jewish continuity. The Jewish Agency, serving as the primary conduit between diaspora Jews and Israeli immigration authorities, requires a comprehensive portfolio of documents that collectively tell the story of your Jewish heritage and personal circumstances. This requirement reflects both the Israeli government's commitment to the law of return and its responsibility to verify the authenticity of claims to Jewish identity in an age of global mobility and complex family histories. Beginning this documentation process often feels overwhelming, as applicants confront the reality that their Jewish identity must be translated into legal proof acceptable to a distant bureaucracy. Birth certificates, marriage licenses, divorce decrees, death certificates, educational transcripts, criminal background checks, medical records, and proof of Jewish status create a paper trail that spans generations and continents. Each document must meet specific standards of authentication, translation, and apostille certification, transforming personal milestones into official evidence. The challenge intensifies when family histories have been disrupted by persecution, migration, or simple passage of time. Holocaust survivors and their descendants often struggle with incomplete records, destroyed documents, or name changes that occurred during wartime displacement. Others discover that synagogue records from Eastern European communities were lost decades ago, or that family stories passed down through generations lack the documentary support required by modern immigration procedures. For many applicants, the document gathering process becomes an unexpected genealogical journey. Requests for birth certificates from foreign governments reveal family details never previously discussed. Conversations with elderly relatives take on new urgency as applicants seek to understand maiden names, places of birth, and religious practices that seemed irrelevant until they became immigration requirements. Some discover that family members they assumed were Jewish may lack the documentation to prove it, or conversely, that relatives they never considered Jewish possess the very documents needed for Aliyah eligibility. The practical aspects of obtaining documents from multiple countries and jurisdictions can be daunting. Each government has its own procedures, fees, and processing times for releasing vital records. Documents must often be obtained in specific order, as some certifications require others to be completed first. Apostille services, notarizations, and official translations add layers of complexity and expense to what initially seemed like straightforward requests for personal records. The Jewish Agency's meticulous attention to document authenticity reflects both legal necessity and historical awareness. Immigration fraud, identity theft, and the misuse of Jewish refugee status have made verification procedures increasingly sophisticated. What might seem like bureaucratic inflexibility often stems from genuine concern for maintaining the integrity of the law of return, while protecting both Israel and legitimate applicants from fraudulent claims. For those whose Jewish identity comes through conversion, the documentation requirements take on additional complexity. Rabbinical letters must meet specific criteria. Conversion certificates must be authenticated, and evidence of ongoing Jewish practice may be required. The intersection of personal spiritual journey with bureaucratic verification can feel particularly challenging, as the most meaningful aspects of religious conversion often resist easy documentation. The emotional weight of this process should not be underestimated. For many, Gathering these documents represents the first time they have formally claimed their Jewish identity for official purposes. Others find themselves confronting family histories of assimilation, intermarriage, or religious ambiguity that complicates their relationship with Jewish identity. The requirement to prove Jewish status can feel simultaneously validating and invasive, confirming belonging while subjecting personal history to external scrutiny. The timeline for completing this documentation process varies dramatically based on individual circumstances. Those with straightforward family histories and easily accessible records might complete their portfolio within months, while others spend years tracking down elusive documents or resolving discrepancies in official records. The Jewish Agency encourages early initiation of this process, understanding that unexpected delays in obtaining documents can significantly impact Aliyah timing. Success in navigating this documentary maze often depends on understanding that this process is not merely bureaucratic hurdle, but essential preparation for the larger journey of Aliyah itself. The patience, persistence, and problem-solving skills required for document gathering mirror the qualities needed for successful absorption into Israeli society. The process teaches valuable lessons about working with Israeli-style bureaucracy, the importance of maintaining detailed records, and the necessity of patience in achieving long-term goals.